Hello, welcome to our Teacher Leader University summer course. This one is Developing and Maintaining Trust, Part 2. My name is Claire Cruft. I'm in the Division of Organizational Effectiveness, and I am happy to be your facilitator this summer. Our course runs from July 6th through August 13th, and it's worth one continuing professional development credit. It's broken into 4 modules, and we'll look at those in just a moment. But let's think about this course and the concept. It's really about developing trust. And as teachers, you understand that very well in working with your students. That's critical in developing that foundation in your classroom for learning. You also need it in working with your colleagues, and that's what this course is going to do. Part 2 is deepening your understanding of building that trust with other adults, so you will be able to apply that professionally and even personally. So I'm excited about hearing some of your thoughts in written discussions or some optional oral discussions that I will tell you about in a moment. So welcome again. So our course is organized into 4 components, and each of these sessions you can work through at your own rate. It's an asynchronous course, so we don't have live meetings, although there are some optional discussions that you can do in place of some written discussion assignments that I'll tell you about in a moment. But these same 4 topics are in Trust Part 1. We are just deepening our understanding as we apply these to interactions with our colleagues and our teams at our schools and offices during Part 2. So hopefully this looks familiar as you start to think about opening each folder. We begin with sections around thinking about it, accessing that prior knowledge. You have learning ideas and understanding. We'll go through that in a second. Trying some things and applying it, and then finally showing what you know through a discussion. And I mentioned that every session of the 4 sessions has a written discussion post so that you can post that at whatever time you want and work asynchronously with your colleagues in your class. But you also will have an option on Monday mornings, if you'd like to go through the modules and discuss some things live in a virtual setting. So on the first day of our class on July 6th, I will send everyone some Teams meetings invites for 4 live discussions. They're half-hour discussions on Monday mornings from 9:30 to 10. If you can't make it, no worries, because you have the written discussion that is the normal part of this class. This is just an option if anyone wants to check in for one discussion or all 4 to complete their assignments for the course. You'll be sharing what you know either in the written discussions that you've reflected on from the resources you've looked at in the course during that session, taken away, thought about, and reflected and thought of examples or questions that you want to apply with others in your school or office setting to think about and process what you're taking away from that session. So the discussions at the end of each session, written or the live oral ones, are your choice to complete this work. Finally, just to look ahead to what will open up on Monday as we start our first part of the session together. You will click again on Think About It, and then as you get to the Learn About It portion, you'll see this kind of organization with the focus at the top of the title for what we're doing in that module, the description, and then links to all of the learning activities that go in there. Sometimes they're TED Talks, video clips, short articles, self-assessments, just different things to consider and think about for your own situation how to focus on the topic and apply it with yourself and others as you're interacting in building and developing trust. At the end of your Learn About It and your Try It portions, you will get to the Show What You Know to show your assessment. And that's when you can post your written reflections or come to the meetings if you'd like to accept any of those Teams meeting invites that you will receive. And I will look forward to reading your thoughts, reflecting with you on them and with your classmates, or to actually hearing them live in our virtual Teams meeting to reflect about your insights that you're taking away from this course. So I hope you enjoy yourself in this course and especially enjoy yourself this summer as you hopefully relax and rejuvenate and get some fun in there so that you can bring yourself back in the best shape possible to build that wonderful learning environment with your students for next year. Thank you. And if you have any questions, please just email me at ckruft, CKRUFT, at bcps.org. Thanks. Have a great summer.